Since the beginning of 2020, prices for canola or rapeseed have skyrocketed globally. The price of Matif rapeseed, which is the price of non-GM canola in Europe, our biggest export market, has appreciated by more than 40% since January 2020. The price of ice canola, which is the price of GM canola in Canada, our biggest export competitor, has appreciated by an astronomical 87% since January 2020. What has been the cause of such a significant price rise? Well, there have been, of course, canola-specific factors, but equally important has been the tightness in the global oilseed complex more broadly. This chart shows global stocks, excluding China, of key oilseeds. Stocks of soybeans, canola, and sunflower oil are together at 7-year lows. The broader oilseed shortage has been driven by two main factors. Firstly, African swine fever easing in China and causing a strong rebound in imports of soybeans for pig rations, expected at over 100 million tons this marketing year. And secondly, production shortfalls in key producing markets. From North and South American soybeans to sunflower seed in the Black Sea, production is performing below expectations. On canola specifically, production in two of the world's biggest canola producing regions, Europe and Canada, are below average for a second consecutive year, and combined are seeing the lowest production in 7 years. The only supply-side savior around the world is Australia, where the most recent winter crop harvest saw production approach an all-time record high. Total worldwide import demand of canola this marketing year is expected to reach record levels, driven largely by record high European imports on the back of poor local production, but also strengthening demand for biodiesel. Furthermore, we also saw improvements in demand from China, the United Arab Emirates, and Japan. What has this meant for local prices? Well, prices for Australian canola have been strong for a number of years, particularly for non-GM canola, which has been in very short supply. This year, as the canola shortage worldwide intensified even further, prices, for example, in Kwinana, Western Australia, have moved a further 31% and 15% higher year on year for GM and non-GM canola respectively. Having said that, Australian prices have lagged behind international levels. Why did they lag? The answer primarily lies in the fact that we had a near record harvest in Australia, leaving us with plentiful levels of canola to sell and export. Looking towards the year ahead though, European and Canadian prices are expected to gravitate closer to Australia's as new harvests come online in the Northern Hemisphere from July onwards. What should we expect for Australia? Well, canola market fundamentals are expected to remain strong, but with Northern Hemisphere harvest just around the corner and some downside risks in play, record prices should not be taken for granted.
So what does this mean for Australian farmers?
Well, it means that in a year, when we're growing a lot more canola instead of barley, prices are going to be great at harvest and we'll have something to sell.
Thanks, Dennis.